What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. And it's just you and me today, YouTube. How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the update. I certainly have been. It's very good. I'm still very excited about all the new stuff to experience. There's still a lot to learn for me, especially as someone who doesn't stop playing this game, really ever. I have to get good at the Alexander fight. I have to get good at the little bone fight. I did beat this multiple times, but I am not good at this fight yet, so there's still a lot to learn. However, today I think I'm going to be bringing, and I don't think I'm going to be fighting Lil Bone today for the record, just so you guys know, but today I think I'm going to be exploring this guy a little bit, although I don't want that skill. I don't want that skill at all. There's been a lot said about the soldier. There we go. That's the skill I want. This is, in my opinion, his best skill. But there's been a lot said about the soldier and whether or not he's good or bad. I personally lean towards the him being bad side of things. If I'm keeping it real with you guys, I think he's weird, to put it in a word. But does that mean he's bad per se? Maybe we just haven't discovered how to use him yet. That's kind of my goal. I've been playing a lot of Soldier off of recordings to try and get my bearings with this guy, and I feel like I've kind of gotten an idea of how you play this character. I think the way you play Soldier is literally, he's a one-trick pony, and his one-trick pony skill is he deals damage. And believe it or not, yeah, that's a skill that, yeah, like no other skull in the game can do that. But like the thing that this guy does, and it's really all he does, is he's like a big damage dealer. He hits big. So when you're playing this character, in my opinion, at least of what I've discerned so far, you simply build up as much damage as possible. He can't do item spam, you know, where you pick up, like, say, Manatech Gravity Generator and, you know, all these other items. Although I would take Manatech Gravity Generator if I saw it on this run. But point being, there's, you know, archetypes in Skul the Hero Slayer that people generally build around. Crit items is one of the major ones. Ability spam items is one of the major ones, like Manatech Gravity Generator, like Mage's Necklace, Bone of Mana. You pick up these items, you get a bunch of effects appearing around you whenever you use your skills, and you deal damage like that. That's not the kind of thing that this character is going to excel in. The kind of thing that this character is going to excel in is you pick up lots of, you pick up as many items that just give you raw damage as possible, such as arms items, courage items, and you just get like a big fat number here, and you just go to town like that. That's the kind of thing I think this character is going to, quote-unquote, excel in. Also, you swap with this guy a lot, because when he's at Legendary, his swap, gives you like amplification against enemies that you're dealing damage to with his down+attack, stuff like that. It's just all about maximizing your damage as much as possible. Even with all that said, though, you know, I am getting an idea of how this guy is played. I'm still not convinced he's good, though, and I hate to say that. I really do, because obviously he's new. We're all rooting for him, of course. We want him to be good. But the jury's still out on whether or not this character is good. In fact, a lot of people are saying he could be the worst skull in the game. I don't know if I agree with that. It's a thing I was kind of saying myself when I first was trying to figure out how to play him. But I've since kind of changed my tune a bit. I don't think he's the worst skull in the game. I think he's... I'm gonna get rid of this, I guess. Although I do want that item back eventually, but if Antique or Offensive Wheel is here... I'm calling it Antique Wheel because it has Antique on it, but if Offensive Wheel is there, I'm taking it because I'm going to be using skills a lot and I'm going to be swapping a lot. So, but Champion is the current worst skull in the game, and do I think he's worse than Champion? I don't think so currently. There it is again, actually. You know what? I'll take it. I don't think he's worse than Champion, but that's not a compliment. If that's my standard for evaluating something, then we're kind of screwed. Because that's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. Also, I realized that yesterday when I uploaded my boss fight, I didn't show how to get to the boss, which the only reason that happened is because the boss fight I uploaded was not my first boss fight. Hopefully you guys didn't mind that. But I think in today's episode, spoiler warning, I'm going to show you guys where to get all of the purified dark quartz pieces that allow you to access that boss fight to, I guess, just guide my viewers in the right direction if they don't know yet. And if you don't want spoilers, maybe this is an episode you should skip. Although you, I guess, saw me fight the boss yesterday probably, so maybe you don't care about spoilers. Also, don't mind if I do take a Warrior Steel Mace on Minotaur. Maybe we can get some stun action going on this run as well. But, yeah, I think I'm going to show you guys that because, you know, I didn't show it in yesterday's video. So, here's where the spoilers begin because we have a piece right here. One of the pieces of the Purified Dark Quartz is up here, actually. And you can figure this out by looking into the hints that are given to you throughout your, you know, your game experience. You can figure out where to find these things. And also, here's, like, some lore stuff. But I'm not going to read that right now because it just extend the episode by, like, X or Y amount of time. And the episode's already pretty long as it is. But there's a lot of interesting tidbits. You can actually kind of make good guesstimates of who the hidden boss is just by like reading that lore. I had 2 guesses in my head. One of my guesses was Demon King. That was actually my main guess. That was like the thing I actually thought it was going to end up being because they talked about like a little creature with horns. But it actually turns out it's Little Bone, which is frankly just way cooler. If it was Demon King, it would have been cool, but like fighting yourself is even cooler, so that's what's up. I'm all about that hidden boss fight. I think it's really cool and also kind of crazy and difficult, and I'm very nervous to learn it. But that's for another day. We'll just break the omen here because I'm definitely not taking that. The thing, there's so many weird little quirks about Soldier. One of the quirks is that like his like passive, right? Like, or like his main feature, which is like whenever you use a skill or a basic attack or whatever in the combo, if you press down+attack at the same time, he does like an extra attack, and the game considers that extra attack a basic attack. So you would be wise in thinking, hey, you know, that sounds like it'd be powerful with something like Soul Eater. I think that's what it's called, right? The omen we just passed. Whenever you use a basic attack, it sends like a little extra attack forwards that you can maybe even use to combo with this guy and deal big damage. But you'd be wrong in thinking that, because for some reason, even though this here is considered a basic attack, in every sense, whenever you use it with your skills, it considers it a skill action. And there is a meaningful difference there in that a skill action, even if the damage it deals is basic attack damage, will not trigger items such as that. So like Mane Rapier, no. Soul Eater, whatever it's called, no. Bone of Swiftness, no. And I personally find that to be very, very ridiculous. If you're going to make something deal normal attack damage, make it a normal attack action so you can build synergy off of stuff like that. It being a skill action actually has 0 synergy in the game. There's no way you can make use of that. So I don't know why the devs have... Okay, well, actually, I shouldn't say that definitively. Some of you out there may know something I don't. And if you know something I don't, let me know. And don't say his items, you know, like the items they released with this character. That's 4 items in the game. The odds of finding those items on a run is kind of slim. Certainly not high enough odds to make an entire character around those odds, you know? It's odd. To me, it makes no sense. I don't know what they were thinking in some of their design decisions with the soldier. But that doesn't mean the soldier's bad, for the record. I'm not here to definitively say that this character is bad. I actually have hope that this character is good, because I've done runs with him off camera. I haven't won with him yet, but also the runs I did with him off camera was when I was much worse at the Alexander fight than I am currently right now. So my hope is that we can win with this character today, and I can show you guys how to make use of this character, because a lot of people have the same opinions that I had at the start of using this character, that he's just like unsalvageable. And I don't think that's true. I think there is some hope yet for old God of War here to maybe be a halfway decent Skull. I still don't think he'll ever be like absolutely one of the most definitively best Skulls in the game, though. I don't think it's possible, unfortunately, with just how he's designed. Unless the devs give him some changes, I think he's going to be stuck being at the back of the pack of Skulls. You know, if I'm just keeping it real. Like that, you know, I'm not trying to poop on anyone's parade or anything. Like, because I know he's new and everyone's excited about him, which, of course, I am as well. But, you know, like, I play this game pretty much every day, you know. This is, like, my livelihood, essentially. And, I look at this game in, like, a meta-analysis kind of sense, where it's like, when I'm playing this game, I'm, like, analyzing it to find like whatever, like what the quote-unquote truths are, I guess. And when I look at God of War, I just don't see the potential for a top-tier Skull as it currently stands. But like I said, that doesn't make him bad. Maybe we're bad. Maybe we just don't know, you know? Maybe there's something the devs know that we don't, because, you know, the devs did make this game. They had to have had something in mind when they were designing this character. Like, for sure, they had something in their minds. So, you know, perhaps it's just a matter of learning. And that's what I want to do. I want to learn. So, I've been playing this character probably more than any other character that that has been released so far. I think I've probably played more God of War runs than any of them. Just because I'm trying to find that fucking golden ticket for this character. And I've definitely made some headway on it, so. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys another Purified Dark Quartz. It's in here, actually, with Yggdrasil, which is, there's other hints in the game story to show you where this is. I could break this Veiled Mask. I'm definitely not taking this Veiled Mask, but I could break it. Actually, he could be a decent strike user. I still don't think I'm going to try and use strike on this guy yet, but he deals enough big damage often. He could actually be a premier strike user the more I think about it. Still not taking it, because strike is very hard to build around, but the thing about strike is it's really good on big damage skulls, such as Minotaur. But it's such a balancing act with strike, because strike is like, you know, especially because like Veiled Mask exists, and it's by far the strongest strike item in the game. Although I haven't seen the new strike item that often. It is pretty good, though. Actually, man, the more I think about it, the more I might try and take this. Actually, shit, fuck it, let's take it. I'm sitting here talking about it, but why not just dive in and see what I can do? But strike is such a balancing act in terms of run building. It's so hard to get strike runs off the ground. The new crit item is the reason I'm taking this, because I remember it gives you crit percent and damage percent. So, like, it's everything strike runs need. So let's pick this up, see where the run goes. I may end up getting rid of this down the line, but maybe the pieces fall into place and I can play strike. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so the other Purified Dark Quartz, or one of the other, there's actually 6 of them, is in here, and it's extremely hidden. And I don't think I would have found this without someone coming into my chat and spoiling me on it, which kind of rude, but whatever. So there's like a little dark patch of grass here that you probably would never notice. All you have to do is jump on this a few times, and then the ground opens up underneath you. And down here is another piece of the Purified Dark Quartz. So grab that. You can read the book if you'd like. There's a lot of cool lore tidbits in there, a lot of hints towards what you're going to be going up against, but we already know what we're going up against, so there's no point. As per usual, if you are familiar with my content, you guys know how I feel about certain things, certain dark abilities being completely overpowered. Also, heads or tails is here, but man, dude, do I want heads or tails? Oh man, I have such a love-hate relationship with this. Decreases your critical damage by 40%. Doesn't that nullify this? It nullifies this? Okay, no. It doesn't nullify this. It takes it down to 40%. Which is not... Oh, it's 30%. Oh. but it is a way to enable strike. You know what? It's destiny, I think. We take it. Like, if I'm trying to build strike and I'm offered this, like, I take it. And we'll see what happens from here. Maybe I end up having to scrap this run and record another. But I'm going to be playing Skul the Hero Slayer all day anyway, so guess it doesn't matter. Also, I think I'm going to take Super Baby. I'm on a Super Baby kick. Obviously, I'm still learning the Alexander fight, so while I'm learning Alexander, I'm going to be taking Super Baby quite often. But this is like the fundamental upgrade for this character. When he gets too unique, that's when you kind of start getting off the ground with this guy. Unfortunate we got this skill. That's, in my humble opinion, not a very good one. There's two skills on this guy I really like. We have the one I really like the most, so I guess I'm okay with it. But, and maybe I can have my mind changed on the jump skill. But, we have this skill. What is it called again? Ultimate Warrior. And the thing about his down+attack, his Unrivaled Strike, it deals damage proportional to the damage that a skill deals. And this, an Ultimate Warrior, makes your next Unrivaled Strike deal more damage, which makes your Unrivaled Strikes actually a bit of a force to be reckoned with. It makes them pretty powerful. And that's my hope for this guy is, like, my criteria for how a skull becomes good is highly dependent on if it can fill a niche. That's actually like how, if I'm doing like a tier list, for instance, that's how I rate skulls, is like, do they fill a niche in the game, and do they do it well? So, for me, Ultimate Warrior, or I mean, God of War, to be a good skull, has to fill a niche in the game that no other skull can, and do it in a way where it, like, you're like, oh man, if only I was playing Ultimate or a God of War, I would, this run would be popping off. Because you can say that about a lot of skulls. You know, you're on a run and it's like, you have like a really good rapidity run or something. It's like, man, if only I had Thief or something, you know? Then it, like, if you have those thoughts about a skull, that generally means the skull is doing something right. Also, we're now offered this item, which is one of God of War's signature items. I was kind of memeing on this earlier. It's like, do I want to drop Doomsday? Maybe not, actually. What do I kind of like all these items, but we need to start building up our strike, which actually means I could take Manatech Cudgel. Oh my god, wait, this is all falling into place. What the hell is happening? Every other hit is, it's based on skills, right? Normal attacks turn, oh, it's, well, that, I don't think that counts for my skill use, Unrivaled Strikes, or Unrivaled, what is it called again? Yeah, it is Unrivaled Strike. That won't count towards my Unrivaled Strikes, I don't think, whenever I use a skill, and that's the majority of my Unrivaled Strikes. That's the kind of thing that I'm annoyed about when I play this character. Like, I don't know why they did this. I think I'll still try it, though. The only reason I don't want to get rid of Doomsday is because it has Brawl on it, but, like, I could just buy Brawl. Let's just buy Brawl. I don't know if I'm keeping Brawl the whole run, but, like, for now, it's pretty useful, so. But, like, this strike run's coming together in a way I didn't expect it to. Like, strike is very hard to build around, like I said when I started this. And the fact that it's actually kind of working out is pretty cool. Maybe we can have, like, an extremely, extremely powerful showing for this character, and people can kind of get an idea of how you build them. But the problem with strike runs is, I said earlier, it's a balancing act. You're balancing a lot of stats at once. You need damage percent to make your strike attacks hit hard. You need high crit rate, so you are proccing your strikes at least somewhat often enough to justify having strike at all, which we kind of got with the curse, although it does lock us at 50%. We'll have to see if there's any way we can go above 50%. Like, I have to pay attention to what my current crit rate would be without this curse. And if it ever goes above 50%, we just delete the curse, I guess. Which is easier said than done, for the record. I'm not going to use this. I don't want to risk swapping off of one of these skills and getting worse skills. So I'm just going to keep the jump skill and I guess test it and see if I like it. Because maybe I walk away from this run feeling different. I also could have just pivoted to Hunter, who is another pretty good strike user, if not the best strike user that I know of currently in the game. But I feel like partnering this guy up with a Power Skull is pretty important for the possibility of getting, what's it called? Bone of Courage. So you can amp your damage even further. That's pretty much the whole reason I'm hell-bent on using it. Okay, I don't even need crit items because I have the 50% crit. I was thinking maybe I want this for Misfortune, but I don't think I do, actually. Also, I forget where I was in my previous sentence. I apologize for my disjointed commentary, guys. Welcome to the Haxa channel. That's all I got. Very ADHD-minded man. Alright, we'll upgrade this Minotaur. I guess I'm committing to him. Give me Bludgeon. Thank you. Bludgeon. I'm such a Bludgeon stan. This is like the best Minotaur skill. If you open this map, you can actually get a hint for the Yggdrasil thing I just showed you, although you need both pieces. So that's like the primary hint that they give you. And also, Alexander in the first story mode cutscene drops like a line that also, at first I took it as they killed Yggdrasil in the story, but he's actually just giving you a hint for the fact that Yggdrasil is holding on to one of the purified quartz pieces. So they give a good amount of hints for Yggdrasil in finding the core quartz piece, but the core quartz piece is so well hidden that like it's kind of nutty. Like my autopilot Skul the Hero Slayer brain ass would have probably never found that shit. We have mystery. Oh yeah, we do have mystery. Mystery. Interesting. Also, Reaper. We just used you. Shoutouts to Reaper, but we don't need you. Strike with crit rate on it. I can hold on to this temporarily, but this is not the strike item I'm looking for exclusively because I already have crit rate on my curse. So I guess maybe I'll just get rid of Brawl. Brawl. I guess Brawl goes. I don't like Angry. Oh! Okay. We can have Manatech. That's it. That's big. Having Manatech is big. That's huge. What's with Quint? Lieweasel. Not interested in Lieweasel. Could be worth getting rid of this. Even though it's really good. I don't think I can get rid of that. On this character, there's no way. What can go here? This is already getting tough. Probably the Warrior Steel Mace. Even though it's arms. I'm not building around stun. It's such a powerful item. Warrior Steel Mace is so good. Is there anything else? You know what? Actually, let's get rid of this. Because, like, I'm not keeping that the whole run. If anything, I buy Courage on the pedestal. But, like, Warrior Steel Mace, it's not its time to go just yet, I don't think. We'll see if I end up regretting that decision. I'm already liking where this run is going. As you can see, we are doing big damage already. Which is nice. Like, I'm sure a lot of people have at least experienced some good runs with God of War. You know, I've had people, you know, on my, like, personal friends of mine talking about their good experiences with God of War. I still think he's a flawed skull in a lot of ways. You know, I'm just keeping it real. But, like, his forte is just, like, big-ass damage. That's his forte. Is he the best at that, though? I don't think so. Like, regardless of how we can get this character functioning, I don't think he's going to be the #1 in any department. In fact, this guy that I'm currently out as is probably just better in every way than God of War. But you know what? Maybe I'll have my mind change, you know? Who knows? I'm a big Minotaur fan, though. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I think he's one of the most underrated, slept-on skulls in the entire game. When it comes to dealing damage, there's not too much better than this guy. In fact, I struggle to think of someone who's truly, truly better. 2, 5, 9. Can I juggle? I cannot juggle. Well, then we just send it full send. If you're wondering what I mean by 259, there are item slots that the slime favors, and those are them. And he did 2. Shocker. Now I could lean into stun a little bit more, actually. This gives me max HP on both of my skulls, though, which is very, very nice, obviously. I do have Bludgeon on my Minotaur, and I am looking for the Medusa Quintessence. I'd also take Evil Eye. If I'm holding on to the 2 Warrior Steel Maces, 100% I lean into stun a little bit. What do I care about more? 30 max HP, Execute Inscription as well, or 2 Warrior Steel Maces. The answer to me is 2 Warrior Steel Maces. I'm just sorry. I love this item so much. All right, we're coming up on a 3rd piece of the Purified Dark Quartz. I actually still don't know where the hint to this is. I feel like I missed it or something. But there's and there may even not be a hint. They may just expect you to see it. But there's a broken wall over here, or a wall with a crack in it. You break through it, and here is piece number 3. Also, I've yet to show you guys one of the obvious pieces. I'll show it coming up soon. I'm sure you guys are screaming at your computer screens about it. But don't worry, I know where it is. I mean, obviously I do. I've fought the hidden boss, so I know where they all are. I just have forgotten up to this point, but we'll get it here in a moment. If I can get past the Lyanna sisters. Let's see if we can. Shouldn't be a problem, but who knows. You never know. These creatures, I hesitate to call them people. These creatures are a menace. To this day, they haunt me. I would like to, if possible, not kill her. I do this thing called riding the merry-go-round. At least that's what I call it. Where I don't kill the Phase 1 Lyanna sister until they're both nearly dead. Because you can lower the HP of Phase 2 by a lot if you do that, and she's dead. Okay, well. Yeah. That's what's up, I guess. I'm already starting to like this skill, by the way, the jump skill. If I can get Manatech, which I can from here, that will like lower the time that God of War spends in the air where he's vulnerable. That'll be nice. I think I can actually turn this skill into a really, really good one if I can get Manatech. So we'll probably be grabbing that in the next shop. Okay, she's going to do the thing. This is the most dreadful attack in the game, in my opinion, or at least it used to be. Even scarier than stuff the Dark Hero does is that all-screen slash that she does, where she sends like slashes all the way around the screen. She can create some very hard-to-dodge attack patterns in that sequence that suck ass, and you hate to see it every single time. We should get her here, though. Yeah. Alright, God of War Minotaur absolutely shredding. You love to see that. This iconic duo. It's not iconic at all. Don't know why I called him iconic. Alright. What do we got in the box? Please something good. That's a stun item. How much do I want to lean into stun on this run? I don't think I want to lean into it too much. There's also Strike here, but Strike's going on my pedestal more than likely. There's also this, but we're not doing mixed damage. This is just a ridiculous item, though. This is, like, obscenely powerful. It's so good. I can't wait to do a little bone run with this. Man, it's crazy. It does so much. I can't even believe they printed this. I ain't out here trying to build stun strike, though. That's ridiculous, so we don't take it. If anything, I break a Quint. Or I take Flame Dragon. You know what? Flame Dragon. It's about time I showed my audience. Although I did use Flame Dragon in my first victory. But, like, my new viewers have to know the depth of my love for this quintessence. Oh, also, this is... I'm so bad at this. This is something I meant to ask, and I know a lot of people are already not going to be watching it by this point. But if you're new here and you like what I do, and you want to consistently see Skul the Hero Slayer content, please subscribe. You know, I hope some of you, most of you are still watching. But Do it, please. I'll ask at the start of the next episode, but like I'm so fucking bad at remembering to do that. But it helps me a lot, okay? And also like the video as well. That also helps me a lot. Appreciate you. Anyways, let's move on. What do we want here? Super Baby is, you know, I guess I can just build in the Super Baby even further. So good. And we can save our 4th slot, I suppose, for maybe a curse. Keep our options open. Could also take like something like Silent Cries to use my skills even more. I may end up doing that because I don't think I'm going to have room for Mana Cycle on this build. So we'll have to keep that on our minds. Anyways, we're going to upgrade our God of War. Or I guess we're going to turn him into the God of War. There's another point I've been kind of thinking about. I don't know how true it is. In fact, I don't really think it's true at all, but it's just a thing to consider. One of the things that makes God of War so clunky is when he turns legendary, he gets like this meter down here that the more you use your passive, or I guess it's just skills, the more you use these skills, it builds up your meter until it gets to the 4th one, and then he does this. He does that. And that deals a lot of damage, but did you notice something there? Did you notice how long he stood there doing nothing before he did that? And you can't move during that at all. Like, you're stuck. And that's a problem. And normally, when it comes to stuff like that, you can speed it up with Manatech. But you can't with this guy. You can't speed it up with Manatech. And that's a problem. Like how long he's stuck there is bad. Now, one thing you can do, and it's a thing I've done from time to time, is you can swap out to another skull when he starts to do that. But you can't always do that either. So, like, it's just kind of unfortunate. I feel like they kind of screwed him in a lot of ways because of that move they gave him. If only Manatech 3 could speed it up, it would be so much easier to get around the downside. And it's not always a downside. Like I said, it does huge damage, and that's worth noting. But, like, it's one... Also, let me turn down the music a little bit. I feel like it's loud. It's also worth noting how long he's just stuck there doing nothing. It's just unfortunate. I think that's led a lot of people's opinions and why he's bad, but like I do think this character is redeemable. I really do. I don't think he's so bad that there's just no shot you could ever make him work. I actually think we're currently on the path to making him work. I think this is a good attempt at building a powerful run with this guy. So we're going to build Strike 4. We're going to probably... Actually, no, Manatech 3, which is a bit of a problem. I need like another courage item to get my damage up. My damage is currently low, which for the record is part of the problem with Strike. I just want to point that out. It's one of the inherent problems with Strike is how much the game expects you to juggle when you're playing Strike. It expects you to do so many different things. There's just so many stats that you need on Strike. Because, like, what's the point in amplifying your crits if your natural damage, if your damage percent is low, right? Like, oh wow, my strikes are doing more damage. That's cool. Would they have been doing as much damage as they're currently doing had I just built my damage percent really high? That's always the question you need to be asking with Strike. So, for Strike, there's like just that balance that needs to be struck, where you need to be able to get like, you need to high roll damage dense items basically. So stuff like Fulgent Dawn's really nice. Stuff like Hope Slasher, Pot of Greed, just stuff that's going to scale your damage up real high. You can even do it with something like Collection Desire if you can just get a bunch of different inscriptions, which is currently what we're doing. Melanophobia, stuff like that. Just, you need to high roll a curse or a legendary item or something to make up for all of those item slots that are dedicated to non-damage scaling. So, but we're on the road to doing it because we have this curse that's making our crit rate up. Normally, you would need to dedicate some of your item slots to getting a good crit rate. We don't need to do that with this curse. So we've already high rolled a little bit, but there's a lot of high rolling that needs to be done before this becomes a good Strike build. But we're on the way. There's also a specific strike item I'm looking for. We haven't found it yet. I'm hoping we see it soon. The odds of finding it are pretty high, all things considered. Actually, why am I being cryptic? It's Hunter's Wooden Longbow. And she's an adventurer, so you see her, you know, you get like a bunch of different opportunities to get that item that you normally wouldn't get because she drops it. So I don't know why I always do that. Let's be cryptic about this thing. She's not here, which sucks. Very unfortunate for me. Let's see how quickly we do away with these guys. This is like one of the first real DPS checks, I guess, to like kind of show you where your run's at. You get a decent feeling for how your run's doing here. It's going well, I would say. Look at all those strike procs. That curse is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now, for sure. And what do you have, sir? I would probably take his legendary if it dropped, honestly. I think it would be pretty good. So actually, if you're looking for... Also, I forgot the thing again. I apologize. I'm going to remember to show you guys the other Purified Dark Quartz, okay? I'm going to. But if you stand here for a while, you actually... And I didn't know this until after I got all of the things, because some asshole in my Twitch chat spoiled it for me. Because he told me where to go instead of this thing telling me where to go. I guess I'm not close enough. But if you stand here for long enough and just don't do anything... Mirage will appear above this, and it tells you where one of the Purified Dark Quartzes is. I don't know why it's... Okay, there it is, yeah. You have to stand there for actually quite a while, so the devs hid that pretty well. At least for someone who's like me and just wants to play the fucking game. But I don't know, this run's doing well so far. We're gonna... It has the potential to fall off in the late game, though, which is... You know, if we don't do the high rolling I've been talking about, it will fall off in the late game. So we just need to find specific items moving forward. All right, that's our legendary Minotaur, which is nice. Could you stay within the Flame Dragon, sir? You can't. All right, good talk. Appreciate your consideration. Go ahead and charge. Not like I could stop you. I mean, I could have stopped him had I kept attacking him, but I decided to just let him have that shit, you know? It's all you, man. This guy, so far, to me, seems like a pretty good strike user, honestly. I think this character is going to be a really decent utilizer of this inscription. I don't know if he's great at it, but he's good enough. But so is Minotaur, so it's like... This is like a good duo for a run like this, I think. We've been blessed with RNG. Man, we are doing so much damage. If only the Flame Dragon had gotten these guys in it. But the wheel's just tearing these people to pieces, man. I love the wheel. It's such a good item. Alright, give me like a pot of greed or something. Enemet has 100 years. You can't bring me down today. I'm at full HP. Nice try, though. Gotta hand it to you. You're really putting in the effort. So far, so bad. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna save my money. I'm also gonna take an item room. We need some items. But like sometimes you count your losses in shops and you just save your money. Because like refreshing there would have cost a lot. And at a certain point it just isn't worth it anymore to spend the money to just waste and get nothing in the shop. And then I'd have to sell an item to even buy whatever item showed up, so. Please die. He's alive. Well, that's what's up then. But we got him. This room sucks, by the way. Any truers? This is one of the worst rooms in the game. Got unique here. What's my mystery at? 2. Okay. Man, we need courage so bad. We really do. Ooh, okay, here's a good chance for something. The Foolish Enlarged Chest. You know, I know there's a lot of new people watching me, so I'll repeat some of my pro tips. If you swap before you open a chest, it does not block the explosions. It does not block chests like this. But if a recruit pops out to attack you, if you swap and get your swap shield first, you will block the recruit's attack. So, see, a recruit's probably coming out here. I have 20 shield. He's going to hit me. And did I even have my shield up? Because I didn't swap. I think the shield maybe went away exactly right before I opened that. But, he will hit your swap shield and not deal damage to you. But it doesn't block shit like that. That just directly deals damage to your HP. So far, we're getting a little unlucky here, but that's fine. Okay, bone shards. Don't mind if I do, even though it's just 3. Okay. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Oh, don't mind if I do. I'm helping myself here. It's like a buffet of treats. Oh, okay. That's what I get for opening my mouth. At least we have a lot of max HP. Dog. Okay. Oh, I didn't swap. And it's a fucking recruit. God damn it, bro. I'm not gonna get to show the min-max. Okay, now we got the key. Okay, well, I didn't even get to show it once, but trust me, it works. My dumbass just kept forgetting because I got pissed off at the big explosion and then the frost chest. Maybe we free the halfling. I'm not scared of this chimera, but we do have very big lumbering power skulls who are gonna be pretty vulnerable to her. Though this might be the chimera door. It appears like it is. Yep, it's the chimera door. All right, well, we gotta fight chimera on 127. That should be fine, honestly. I hope. I'm not concerned. Real and true, I'm not concerned. All right, chimera. I have stun, so that's why I'm not scared. Also, if you wouldn't mind, chimera, drop a good item, please. You would be so kind. I can't see what she's doing. That's pretty dangerous. Let's move. Oh yeah, Chimera's the first real DPS check, I would say. Like, this is like where I truly get an idea for where my run's at. I gotta say, so far it seems like we're a little behind where I normally would like to be here. We'll see what happens in after she does this roar and does her like big jump attack. Depends on how quickly I can kill this portion of the fight. That'll like decide a lot how I feel about where my run's at right now. So far it's fine. The stunning is nice. Like, we're stopping her from doing a lot of attacks that she normally would be doing already, so. We're also about to upgrade our Minotaur, which will be a big upgrade in our damage. So far, it seems like we're just ever so slightly behind, but perhaps it's not that big of a deal. I'm only at 400 damage, though. That's why I'm behind. We need some items, like some really dense damage scaling, such as this, actually. This is not as dense as I'd like, but it's dense enough. The problem is, what do I get rid of? Probably this. Get duel. What's my duel on? Oh, it's on this. Okay, well, this stays. So, yeah. That's the play. This is higher damage, but it's less consistent. So, I think that's the play. And also, this is looking like a go-getter run to me. We don't have enough stuff for Weapon of Arms, so I'm going Go-Getter. Go-Getter will go hard because of the Warrior Steel Maces and the wheel. Alright, this will be nice. And also, normally I add into skill cooldown and attack speed. Ah, man. I think I'm still going to. It's too important. My God of War is too slow without that Arachna Shrine. He needs to be a little faster. He needs to have more uptime on his skills. So it's very important that I do that. I think I made the right choice. We'll see. Just give me a lot of bone shards so I can scale both, please. Come on, give me some luck. Luck, please. Oh, I didn't show the Purified Dark Quartz. Oh my god, I'm so forgetful. It's down there next to the Chimera body. It's down there to the left, okay? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I also didn't show the shop one. Fuck, bro. God, dude, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. My ADHD brain, guys. I'm sorry. We'll get it in the next one. No meme, real. I swear it. That's my serious voice, so you guys know I'm serious. We'll get it. But regardless, I'll tell you where it is if I forget. Like, if I forget at the end of the episode, I'll still tell you where it is regardless, so. Also, I have to remember to show you guys the one here, too. Which I should remember that. Because it's pretty, like, I have that one ingrained in my memory. We're so far so good, by the way, in this act. This is where the game gets scary. Obviously, it's Act 4. It's meant to be scary, but, like, this is where the game truly starts fucking with you. Missed. Maybe he'll come down here and get hit by that. Alright, beautiful. But, like, as long as I'm not dying in this portion of the game, I'm usually pretty happy. And I'm not. So I am. We're gonna have to heal in this shot, but we have 8k, so... Who is this? I can't see. Oh, it's Halfling. We don't need her right now. We also already freed the slime, so... I have less incentivization to free her. Although, I don't think we've freed the Harpy yet. And I also don't think we've freed the remaining one yet. But there could come a portion in the game where I need the Halfling. Usually, I don't free her because of that. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to free her. I'm going to free her. I'm going to free her. As long as we don't get the Huntress, I think we'll be okay. Please don't give me the Huntress Adventurer. I don't think there's a worse enemy to God of War than the Huntress. That's Hercules. Sorry, Hercules, you're a little late. We'll have to play with Hercules another time. None of this is what I'm looking for. I do want these bone shards, though. This is a decent item, although it doesn't proc. This is another item, for the record, that this being using this and it being a normal action or a skill action hurts God of War's viability, because if it was a normal attack action as it should be, it would proc Mana Eater, and that would be very powerful. So, Southpaw, can you please fix it? Please. The ring. Do I want the ring? I mean, it's 50 max HP. It's dense damage scaling. Crit rate doesn't matter, but skill cooldown is nice. What would I get rid of? I don't think so. I don't think so, honestly. The more I think about it, I think I just buy this. Take some item rooms and money rooms, but we're probably going to be poor for the rest of the run. Man, I just hope the game at some point offers me a Hope Slasher. This guy being a Dark Elite is pretty fucking bad, but I think we're okay. I have one thing I can say that this character does that no other character does is he's got that reach on deck. It rivals the Executioner's reach. Like, he can hit so far away from him. So that's unique from this guy, but that's not enough to make him good on its own. He needs other things. Okay, we saw the Harpy, so that could have been the Halfling. That's already a bonus that freeing the Halfling has possibly given me. Demon Hunter over here. Oh. Okay, we got the move before he did his jump attack. Okay, I got my bone shards from her. We're doing well in the bone shards department, which is nice, because we have a lot of arachno scaling we want to do. It's looking like I'm going to be able to max out my skill cooldown shrine, and then I can start going into my attacks shrine. And even if we can't get courage on this run, having the extra bonus damage from that will also be nice. And also I have to keep in mind, I am going to get a nice big fat bonus from the extra strikes, like the strike 4 thing, which I won't reveal until we get to it, but I already know what it does. It's pretty good, or at least seemingly it's pretty good. It's exciting, I'll say that. What's my damage right now? 560? Is that real? I think that might be coming from my warrior steel maces, actually. What's it right now? It's 560 right now. Now it's 480. Okay, that's my real damage. That's my damage most of the time when I'm out as God of War. Whenever I'm out as Minotaur, I'm 560. Sometimes I stun on my God of War, but usually whenever I'm out as God of War, I'm not stunning things, so I don't get that extra damage. All right, this should be the adventurer. It is. I know my stuff. I've played too much Skul the Hero Slayer. Frame drops. That's annoying. Okay, here's one of the purified dark quartzes, okay? You jump down here. You go over here. Here it is. It's right here. No, I'm not going to read the book, but this is where the, if you were, also, I forgot the thing again. Oh my God. I'm a mess, guys. But that would be the last piece if you did everything correctly. I'll show you guys where the, oh God, hang on, I got to focus. I'm going to get the shop one, okay? I'm going to get it. I promise. This is hell. Thank you, Will. She's indomitable. That sucks. We're so big, it's going to be hard to dodge these. The scariest thing that the Huntress can do is shoot those arrows at you. Though everything she does is pretty much scary. The jump move actually helping me a lot here. It's keeping me in the air longer. Okay, she's probably going to ult here. She's not. Are you ulting at all, Mrs. Huntress? Maybe I stunned her out of it, actually. Stunning can kind of fuck with the AI. Yeah, we stunned her out of her ult. Okay, beautiful. That actually went super well for a Huntress fight. I mean, we are very powerful, despite my run's issues. It's pretty nice, actually. I've had some performance issues in this update. I think that's what I was saying before. It's been very annoying. I don't know what Southpaw did, but something has been wonky with the frame rate being inconsistent in this update. We can go to 3 here. Let's hard fish for bone shards moving forward. Remaining one showing up would be great because he's more than likely at this stage, or I guess he's not more than likely. He has good odds in this late stage of the game to drop a legendary. And that would be very nice, obviously, because it's more bone shards for me. I'm glad I did this strike run, though. I'm glad I saw the opportunity, and yo, I'm a big strike skeptic. I think it's a really good inscription, but it's really hard to build. I'm just glad I took the leap of faith with the Veiled Mask and got the curse that allows me to have crit rate not on my items, or my item slots, I should say. Well, I guess it's the same thing, but that is like very cool. Sometimes you just get lucky, I guess. Though if you notice, whenever I'm hitting those pedestals, it takes a lot of hits to take them down. That's because my damage percent is weak. You can't crit those things. You can only deal your direct damage to them. So like, whenever I'm hitting those, even though I'm actually dealing big damage otherwise, it takes a while to take those down. It's kind of a weird quirk of Skul, I guess. The way they made those items, or those pedestals in particular, work. Pretty weird. Also, these guys are slow, so they get debuffed a lot. It's pretty funny. We have 5 stacks of debuff right now. That's quite a lot. So there's a fountain there. We'll cleanse after this. See, if I'd cleansed before, we'd have an extra debuff stack. See, that's why you wait sometimes. Don't worry, guys. I have the thing on my mind. We're gonna get it in this next shop. Or my name's not Haxa. And it is. Wink. I love Minotaur, man. I love him. That guy didn't stand a chance. You're alive? Get out of here. Man, how did he live? I hit him with a big hit. Yeah, there's one more? Since when? I thought there were only two. Shows what I know. I've, over the course of this run, become a fan of the jump skill, by the way. I think I like it. It just needs Manatech. Alright, after much ado, I will show you guys how to get the purified dark quartz in the shop. So you see over here, you see this cat. See him? He's cute. He's lying there. Why is he lying there? Because he's an asshole. He's blocking your way. So what you do, you put the food out. Bling! He runs over because he's hungry. And where he was standing, you drop down. You go in here and there's a purified dark quartz for you. The only one I didn't directly show is the one in the chimera debris, I should say, where like her body is. Just remember, go to the left there, and it's right there. You can't miss it. So apologies for not showing that, but I'm a dumbass. But that's all of them. So now you know how you got all the dark quartz pieces. You're ready to fight the boss. Congrats. Hell yeah, you did it. How much does this cost? $7.30? Man, there was a Fulgid on this shop. Also, this will lose me some max HP. It's a lot of max HP to lose, actually. Man, I don't want to lose that max HP. Jeez. Oh, actually, I know what to do. Yeah, that's easy. Even more damage, please. Wouldn't mind having both, though, but I ain't losing that max HP. That's too much max HP to lose. Alright, yeah. Now we're at Antique 3, though. It's a little awkward. But that's fine. Antique 3 will be just fine. Now we can actually add into our max HP shrine until we're at 300. Because that's like the max scaling limit on Hand of Glory. So we can just like fill that out instead of putting in directly into the damage shrine, get 2 stats at once. Even though the damage shrine I think gives more stats, I'd rather have 2 stats at once. And we are strong now. Like 540, not a lot of damage percent. Even though it's more than that, 622 actually. And it's still going up the more legendaries we get. But you know, despite not having enormous damage, we're hitting a lot, and that's just because of how strike works, you know? There is like a threshold where it definitely behooves you to have strike instead of just raw damage percent. I think we're there. Is this the last room? Let me check. No, it's not. Alright. And I see a skull room over there too. Still time to get the remaining one. Let's see if we can get this done quickly. I don't think so, actually. Because we're 2 very slow skulls. It's already an expensive unique. And it's not done? Okay, yeah, we're not opening this. If only we were a little faster with our skulls, but it is what it is. 958, not worth. This is probably the last room. Give me the remaining one. Give me a legendary. Don't make it a dupe too, actually, please. If they duped the legendaries, I'd cry a little bit, I think. Okay, there's no NPC in here regardless, so it's fine. The NPC always spawns down there in the corner, or like right here where we're about to fall down. If there's an NPC in here, he's there, so... Or they're there, I should say. And this is almost certainly the last room. And it's a legendary. Alright, beautiful. Wonderful, even. We can max scale our damage shrine and even get a decent amount of max HP too. It's actually pretty much perfect. This run's good. This is a good run. This is a good attempt. We have decent odds as long as I play my cards right. Still not fighting the secret boss though, because I'm not ready. Once I start beating Alexander consistently, I'm going to practice that boss off camera. Okay? Because I don't want everyone to be disappointed anytime I start a run up and I get to the end and then I just died to Little Bone over and over and over and over. That's the kind of boss I need to practice, you know, in my free time. So one of these days we'll be attempting him regularly, but it ain't today. But I hope you guys still enjoyed yesterday's video. It's like, yeah, I beat him. I actually beat him twice. I beat him on my first try even. But did I actually fight him? No. I used Genie iframes and Reaper iframes the entire fight. That's how I won. And to me, sure it counts. But does it really count? You know, that's up to you guys. But to me, it doesn't. That's up to the individual. Alright, let's see how quickly we deal with this Joan. This is like a real damage check. Although she does jump around a lot. Joan can sometimes be inaccurate for a damage check just because of how much she moves. Like, she's all over the place, so like, you know, the Dark Hero doesn't move as much as fucking Joan does, so. Our damage is good. Like, this is like a run. This is about where I'd like to be. Maybe slightly behind par, but that's fine. It's certainly not bad. I think the reason we're slightly behind par, though, is because of how, you know, like, I just got these two behemoths. They're slow, they're lumbering, they're power skulls, they're archetypical power skulls. When you think of power skulls, these are probably the two most archetypical power skulls in the game, except for maybe Warrior. But they're powerful and it's working, so like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. How much money do I have? 3,000? Still gonna do this. Max HP, please. Now we're over the limit. Like, our Hand of Glory is fully scaled. Coward. I'm not taking it. Coward's great, for the record. It would pretty much guarantee my win, but I'm not interested in cheesing in any way. I just want to beat I want to beat Alexander with my raw talent. So that's what I'm going to do. Or I'm going to attempt, I should say. I may well die. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Yeah, man, we got so lucky on the bone shards. Look at my max HP. Holy moly. 410. That's max HP, okay? That's max HP ascended. And 620 damage percent. Not bad. And even better, my run's not done scaling. We didn't even get the strike item I was looking for the record. I wanted Hunter's Wood and Longbow, and it didn't show up. But do I care? No. I think the run's good regardless. Although I would still like to see it. We're holding on to this item, which just kind of sucks. It's not doing anything for me. Except inscriptions, which is important. But we don't, like, the item itself is doing nothing. Well, that's that. Fine by me. Here's my kit. It's good. It's good. I like this. This is good stuff. Will it win? It's definitely beating the Dark Hero for sure. Okay, I shouldn't say for sure, but it should be the Dark Hero. Our OSU segment's going to be a little rough, but that's fine. I think we'll be okay. And by OSU, I mean the segment where you're just kind of playing a rhythm game, where he's like shooting laser beams at you. That's going to be a little rough. Other than that, I think it'll be okay. Dark Hero, of course, can go any number of ways if I play badly. But I'm playing pretty well this run, so I'm not worried about that. Dark Hero's not my concern. My concern lies beyond the Dark Hero. What is this? What was that strike proccing? How was strike proccing like that? What was that? I know that was the strike thing. At least I'm pretty sure it was. Like, but what was actually happening there? Anyways, here he is. Dad. What's up, Dad? Pops. How you doing, dog? Okay, yeah, our damage is good. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Ooh, why did I do that? I don't know. No need to be stupid here about things. Risking it all for what? For what? Couple measly hits. If only he wasn't unstoppable there. We're big, so we can absolutely easily dispose of those. Big skull, like very rare moment of big skull privilege. Okay, I took a lot of damage here. I'm actually nervous. My swap on my God of War is not good, but I think I actually stopped him from doing the OSU segment. I think I stunned him out of it. Otherwise, he'd be doing it right now. Yeah. We did the wonky AI shit where, like, you can kind of get him out of it. Hang on, I gotta focus, though. If I lose my reassembly here, it's over. I might have to play this fight very carefully. Devs, unnerf the theme, please. I'm never gonna stop saying that until they do it. Like, why'd you lower the volume? I don't understand. He stays stunned for a while, huh? Get as many wheels going as possible. We're definitely behind curve right now, but that's fine. I'm gonna play this very carefully. Like, normally I'd really like to have him in the second phase right now, but like, with how much damage I've taken so far in this fight, this is also going to be scary because I'm slow. Okay, we seem to be fine, actually. That going well is a big deal in getting through this with my reassembly intact. Gotta be careful about getting siphoned and something stupid like that happening to me. We do have 2 tackle dashers, which makes it significantly easier to not get siphoned. Not really worried about it, because we can just dash away. Like, we can pretty much just walk away. This is really scary, actually. I don't like this. I don't have a good way to dodge this spike move. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, no, no. Oh. Oh my god. That's so fucked. Dude, that's so fucked up. Oh, come on, man. This run was going so well. Okay, watch out for being grabbed. I got grabbed. No way I lose here. There's no way. I can't believe this is happening to me. Dude, you're not killing me. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, we would have died there. We would have died there had I not killed him. I can't believe that just happened to me. I just got fucked out of the game. The only hope I have, I think, is that I have so much max HP. I cannot believe this happened to me. Man, that's so fucked up. That's actually so fucked up. That the attack pattern happened like that. Oh well. I mean, it's not over, but I'm very nervous about phase 1 Alexander. Just like pretty much ending my chances here. I'm gonna play phase 1 Alexander so carefully. Do we have a quintessence? I don't know if I have a. Oh no, I have Flame Dragon. Okay. Flame Dragon will hopefully be hopeful. Definitely taking strike 4. That's what this all has been about. I mean, like I said, it's not over. It's not over. But it is going to be very difficult. I'm not interacting with this. That's for sure. All right, good luck to me. We're gonna need luck with the even deadlier strikes, I think, to win here. Man, I can't believe the Dark Hero was that ruthless when I have these 2 lumbering oafs as my skulls. All right. I'm gonna try and hit him hard here. Okay, good first hit. He's doing the scary pattern. I'm just going to respect him here. Get away from him because he might do the thing. There it is. That's bad. Okay, he's doing this. Also bad. We have humongous skulls here. Actually, I need to be out as this guy right now. Could be going worse. Could be going better. Can't see it. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. I don't know about my odds here, guys. The game has been extremely ruthless to me. We're in the fucking cage now. That's like about worst case scenario, probably. Oh, he's unstoppable here? Really? I really want out of the cage, I'm not gonna lie. Now he just is ruthless. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think we're losing this. Man, if only I had kept my reassembly. I think I actually would stand a decent chance here at winning. I don't even know what to say about this run. I mean, the Dark Hero killed me. Man, if I had reassembly, we'd be in such good shape right now. Still decent odds at losing, though, even if I didn't have reassembly, because this fight's obviously very scary. If only I had a better Quint, too, for, like, dodging stuff like this. One good thing, I'm doing a lot of damage. But I'm already, like, in the red HP. Here we go. There's this. I can't tell when my even deadlier strikes are proccing. I don't know how often it's proccing. Okay, that's bad that I just got caught in that. That's bad. It's not looking good, guys. Here we go, death. There it is. Alright, postmortem. Okay. Well, I died to the Dark Hero for sure. Although, I will say at the pace that was going, there's a good chance I would have lost against him as well. So, what does this say to me? Well, it just says what I think we're all thinking. That this Skul is hard to use. And he might be bad. But I haven't given up hope on him being good, despite everything. You know, like I've done so many runs with this character. I want God of War to be good. I really, really, really do. And I think he can be good. But this was like a run that was specialized around him, you know? Like a strike run that actually was working, doing good stuff. Probably proccing the greater strike often, at least with my jump skill. And even then, the damage output was, you know, like you can do a lot more with much easier skulls to use. Now, It's also possible that strike is not the right choice there, and just raw damage, like I've been saying, is like, make sure you just deal raw damage to him. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Personally, I think strike there was fine. But really, honestly, and obviously, like I said, at that pace, I still think I would have lost to him. If I'm keeping it like completely honest with you guys, because the damage wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. But even then, fucking Dark Hero killed me. Like, Dark Hero ended this run with like the craziest attack pattern I've seen from him in God knows how long, with that all wall spike with the two other spikes coming out the top. That's like so unbelievable, because the big spikes that pop out are RNG. It's one of the only elements of that fight that's RNG, is whenever he summons big spikes from like corners and like the ground and stuff. That's RNG. The fact that he did it there gave me zero chance to dodge. It was already pretty hard to dodge with the characters I had, but I had a plan. But with him doing that, he gave me no chance, like at all, like zero chance. So unfortunate. I could have probably gotten out of the Dark Hero fight with my reassembly intact had that not happened. So, in the Baron Stain universe where things aren't fucking cursed, that probably didn't happen, and Haxa's going, yeah, dude, holy shit, we just popped off with God of War. I told y'all he has hope. But we're in the fucking cursed worst timeline where I got knocked out of the game by the Dark Hero, and now we're sitting here. And we're fucking crying into our cereal. It sucks, man. But I still hope you guys had fun. I had fun. I'm loving this update. Yeah, and also worth noting is we were in Phase 1 Alexander for a very long time. That's almost always a bad thing. Something I've kind of come to think is that Phase 1 Alexander is, at least for my current level of gameplay, I think he's harder than the God Alexander phase. I think he's harder than, the giant fucking Manatech Alexander, personally. So I think a lot of my fights die there too. Like a lot of my attempts die in that portion of the fight. Even if I make it out, like my chances of winning died in Phase 1 Alexander. I don't think that's what happened today though. And had we kept our reassembly, I would have considered that a good Phase 1 Alexander, but without reassembly, it was not. So it is what it is. We'll get him next time, guys. So that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. Oh, wait, actually, no, that's not all I got. Strike. Let's talk about Strike. How do I feel about Strike? Strike is very hard to build. This was a really, really good Strike build across the board. I think it was like a good attempt. And even then, I'm not convinced it made me stronger. I'm convinced it put me maybe slightly above par, probably close to around just raw damage. Like if you just built courage and like took a bunch of items that scale your damage, I think it either put me slightly behind where that would be, or slightly on par with where that would be, or maybe slightly ahead. I'm not certain which. Either way, just kind of I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Strike. I think Strike is like the strongest. It's got the highest ceiling for potential in the entire game, but it very, 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 very almost always falls short of that potential. So yeah, that's all I got. Good run though. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.